We're a go. We are a go. The mic is hot. What is the point of this video? It's just supposed to be a precursor to the fact that I'm, as a white man, I choose my trauma. That's really what it is. Okay. Because you know somebody's gonna get on here and act like I'm just discovering this for the first time. That's what's gonna be annoying. I'm not discovering it for the first time. I'm trying to articulate it in a different way. That is crucial. This is just a precursor to other thoughts. We're taking a journey together, okay? Hello, my name is Josh Tyler. Welcome to my privileged opinion. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe this so that it can go places and reach more people. But please join me this week. We are talking about resilience again, but in a more general sense, because the last time I talked about it was my story, and this week we're gonna kind of expand it a little bit into some other areas that I think are important. Resilience and that inner strength to persevere through life's situations is 100% our own. And it is so crucial that we understand that we should never be comparing our resilience to other people. That is their choices, their life, their resilience. Learning that the resilience you have is 100% your own and comes from within you is so crucial because it dictates the next moves that you're going to make when you enter those situations. I chose to move to Los Angeles. I chose to be homeless. I chose to apply to new jobs and new opportunities. Even though some of them might have been toxic, I still chose to do them and to be resilient through them. Now, I want to be very clear here. Take a step back before you get enraged. The caveat to all of those choices was that they were just that, a choice. And I had no social construct around me that was going to also be an added layer of trauma. I chose to go into those traumatic situations. My resilience was needed for that mere moment of being in that situation for however long that lasted. Some of them it was a few years. But once the moment was done, I was out of it. There was no more trauma. And that is a privilege that I have as a white man, to be able to go in and out of trauma and be resilient at my own will. Now, how I am choosing to frame this conversation is that it's always trauma and then resilience, right? You experience trauma, you be resilient. The reason that this point is so important to make, especially just for me as a white man on my journey of self-discovery, is because that when I, as a white man, tell people my stories of resilience, and I do not take into account the fact that I get to choose to go into trauma and be resilient, I am washing over the fact that marginalized groups of people and any other maybe group of people do not sometimes get to make the choice to choose when they get to be resilient. The fact that marginalized people don't get to choose when they experience trauma necessarily and when they get to be resilient causes emotional fatigue. And when I, as a white man, talk about my resilience story and go,
oh, well, I was able to move to Los Angeles and be homeless and overcome all of that,
I am washing over the fact that I willingly chose to walk into that and do it. So therefore, I had the emotional resilience. I had the fortitude to do that because I chose to do it. The takeaway from today's episode needs to be that we should never be comparing our resilience to other people because it is inherently our own. But when someone is telling you a story about their resilience, ask yourself, is this story and this need to be resilient their own choice, or is this something that was thrust upon them by society? Because if it was something that was thrust upon them by society, it is going to be crucial that you, as a privileged person, can see that, to know that that is something that you have to fight for, to stop that social construct from causing people unchosen trauma. So please, go out into the world, be good and do good, and I hope you shine and find your resilience. Have a great rest of your week. Goodbye! That was like a really good stream of consciousness. And there is I know the mic picked up that whole thing.